Today we are having a look at two pneumatic Henry vacuum cleaners. Ignore this blue base, it has nothing to do with these bar. I had it and it's something to pop this bottomless Henry XL Plus on, and we have a Henry Turbo. It's odd really, this one doesn't work at all, this one blows. Let's have a look, see if we can get them run the correct way round and at all, and see what we find along the way. Let's have a look. Yes, good evening, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yeah, two Henrys in for repair. This one here, which is a 2024, blimey, week 21, 2024. So at the time of filming this, probably 8 months old, and it's apparently completely dead. There's no big chunks missing out of the cable. So let's plug him in. Oh, we do have a light on the top though. You won't see it from my lights, but there is power up to the switch. So I'm imagining that one we're going to have to go in and have a look at its motor. This one, I only got the lid from it. This is an NRV 370 from 2022. So that's a bit sad. They didn't even put a different serial number on when they got rid of the poor engine, the poor pneumatic, and put all of this on there. Oh gosh, well immediately I can see some damage to this cable. So I think that's going to be fine enough for now. Oh. And if we plug him in, we have a light on this one as well. But he don't run too well. He blows out the front and then blocks himself up something terribly. That plug's also bent, so that's, we'll have to get rid of that. Yeah, this one's interesting for some unknown reason, and the person I got this from didn't do this. You shouldn't be able to see the top of the motor from underneath. That is a big no-no. Somebody has put this motor in upside down, which is astonishing really. Let's get this apart and see how they did it, and hope they didn't destroy anything doing it. We need to undo the 4 outer Torx T30 at this level. Oh no, my drill's going to die, and the spare battery is upstairs. So there is that. Here is our cord reel. Yeah, very modern. The type that don't really break, I don't think, or at least they're not old enough that, you know, we've been able to really tell by now. Here's our 4 screws. Lovely. Then, I don't know really, we'll take this part off, but I think we may as well just go straight in for the motor, because you go charge this up. That's better. Oh. Right, how has this happened? So we have, yeah, look, so somebody obviously didn't realise that you need to slot it in here first. I mean, the wiring's fine. The motor itself is spotless. What I then think was happening is that the motor was just sucking itself onto that bit there. Yeah, that has literally, oh gosh, it's all full of, why is it full of polystyrene? Oh, maybe that's why. Somebody absolutely obliterated this poor thing with polystyrene beads. Then, fair play to them, took the motor out to try and rectify that issue. It didn't go very well, which is a pain. And now we need to put this back in to here. So I think I need to remember how to do it to start with, because they need to go in from underneath this bit, and that goes on there. Then that drops into there. So yeah, pull these wires back on, pop these rubber parts back into their place, you should be good to go. And with that, he's back together, and I fitted just a black plug, which is probably going to be far better quality than the ones that pneumatic fit nowadays. What we're then going to do is take the wizard and borrow his entire bottom half, because he is 200 size, and that means that we can make ourselves a Henry XL Plus, plug it in, and we'll see if it works now. At least, it has the correct way of airflow. Switch was off, that's not good. Oh yeah! Almost too powerful for this little bit of carpet. There we go. Oh. Feels like it's got tons of airflow. Oh wow, look, 80. We got a good 80 from our, I mean, this is only a 620 watt motor. Very nice indeed. So yeah, that one was a pretty easy fix. If you're going to take your motor apart to clean out a load of polystyrene beads that you've let go into your machine, make sure you put the motor back on the right way round. Right, so that was that one done. What on earth could be wrong with this? We know we have power going to this light, so we may as well save some time, and I'll come back when we lift the bottom off to see what's going on with the motor. What's underneath of door number 2. Oh, great. More polystyrene balls. What the? Well, that's going to be a problem. Oh, no. Luckily, we got a Henry right next to us to clean that up. Yeah, that's not going to help. I mean, inside of here is clean again. This would presumably just come from the scrap pile, or, you know, a free vacuum or something. Yeah, someone has tried. So let us use the other vacuum to clean out this one. This one has a bag in it though, I hope. Too late there. Oh. Right, well that is a bit cleaner, but unfortunately, although not unexpectedly, there are some damages. You can see where the polystyrene balls have just melted themselves all over the armature. The whole motor is completely seized. So that was ultimately its problem. Let us take off the carbon brushes, 4 screws either side, and then they should just pop off of these terminals. Ooh, I mean, I reckon it might. Yeah, look, that's just scratching off on there. So that's fine. That one is fixed. Let's check this one. Push it off the spade terminal. Yeah, again, it's just covered in bits of crusty polystyrene bit. Ah, and now the motor spins. So all of that was literally just because of that. Problem is though, I don't know how much of that has now seeped into inside of the com, and there's still polystyrene balls everywhere, although that is cleaning up a little bit as I spin the motor. So I think this is where we're going to get our com sticks out and try and clean that up. So hopefully I can pop this just nicely into there, although I'm going to have to wait for it to bed itself down a little bit. You can see that there. And then I can spin it with this. I'm going to have to look at it as well there. There we go, so that's one half off. Done. Marvellous. That is a clean com, and we can spin it, well, one way, both way. Ah, we can spin the nut off. We didn't quite want to do that. Oh gosh, look at all the, I mean, this is good in a way because this loosens up all of the polystyrene balls that are still in there. But yeah, I don't want to be taking the fan nut off. But I do believe that this is now going to work like this. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to try and get all of the rest of the stuff out of there because it's still everywhere, although I don't think we need to be completely empty of it. And we'll put the machine back together and see if it runs. This gets all the balls moving. Only do this when the carbons are out though. Fires all the garbage out the top of the com. That is fantastic. Right, that is as clean as it needs to be. I'm going to get reassembling. Now the first question is going to be, is it going to run at all? Well, we'll worry about that little noise later. Let's see if the motor itself will run. Oh, yes! We'll just let that bed those carbon brushes back in. Fantastic! Can you get a pull? Oh yeah, that will be fine. I don't want to go putting a ton of strain on him just yet. So yeah, I mean 2024, another 620 watts. So literally identical to that one. He hasn't got a bag in him. He has a filter though, so we're just going to very quickly. Oh yes, look. This is Henry No2's forehead. With the Henry No2's forehead, he is very decent indeed. So that one works. I just need to. I reckon there's a flat spot on one of those wheels, and then if we open him up, we can. We didn't do too much damage to the filter. It wasn't completely spotless anyway, so we shall come back to our Henry Turbo, plug that in, take the hose off of this one, and then I'm going to clean all of this up so that it's at least good to go. Oh yeah, I think it needed doing anyway. And with that, we are done. Thank you, Mr. Wizard, for lending us your bag. We have now put a bag into this one. All very nice. Its filter is clean. It's very clean. Indeed, they both are. It's why you need to be careful. Sucking up. Oh, look at that. Look, it is a Henry XL Plus. It's why you have to be careful sucking up polystyrene balls and making sure that things don't get caught in your motor. But luckily for these, it was an easy fix. Have you had an easy fix recently on a Henry? If so, let me know in the comments down below. But until the next pneumatic melody, I, and the wizard at least, will see you soon. Bye bye.